Hi, I'm Mark from the Gently Grown Homestead, and welcome to another vlog where we catch you up with things going on around here. These clips are from a couple months ago now. Let's catch you up. We'll watch them right after this. Just got all the zucchini in. I actually planted it right in the middle of my fruit patch because there's all this open area that's just weeds still are growing, I guess. These are the raspberries, the grapes, currants and whatnot, but we're gonna have zucchini right in the middle. This will be perfect because they grow very large leaves, cover the ground more, help suppress weeds. For this, I dumped about third to a half a barrel of wood chips, added my organic natural amendments, a little bit mixed in before digging that hole and putting the zucchini seedling. So I'm not good at before pictures, but this is the after. Just moving the tarp back a little bit, and it's damp, and look what popped out. I could reach out and grab it now if I wanted to. So we're outside getting 3 or maybe 4 beds prepped and ready. The tarp has been over it for I think a couple months now. I think 8 weeks, which is the minimum you want it. It's been hotter, still not the dead heat of the summer though, but still, if you look, so we just stirrup hoed and raked the top or the first bed here. If you can tell the difference, it took, I don't know, 10 minutes compared to like an hour. And then you can see this is what the beds look like, the 2 next to it, 2.5 next to it. I'm gonna uncover more, I think, because it's going so well and so quickly. There's some dead old debris weeds. That's all I'm gonna go, and I'm actually gonna rake first and then stir up hoe if there's any roots of these invasive weeds left. But this is all instead of roundup or any herbicide like that. I can keep my soil a lot cleaner this way and also still have time to do this. I don't have an hour per bed to use a stirrup hoe and get those weeds out myself. There's about 30 beds in total. We're trying to get as much production as possible for us and everyone else. So this makes it fast, efficient, clean, eco-friendly, no added chemicals, things like that. It is definitely the way to go. I got my son helping me now. Got a rake, just showing him how to use it. Playing in the dirt a little bit, raking up some. It's all good, we're over here, all doing our best. So to clarify more, this is the end of the tarp. You can hopefully easily see where the tarp was and then where it wasn't. If I didn't have the tarp on, and I did just rake this out, that's true, but again, I raked this whole area here in, I don't know, no time flat. Just raked it out, little stirrup hoe, and then tine rake. It would have all looked like this. These very mature, like deep-rooted weeds. I would have to use Roundup, which I would never do, but I have to use Roundup to do anything nearly as easy as what I just did. And now I didn't introduce dangerous chemicals into the soil. I have 7 beds. I'll use the broad fork, add my organic natural amendments, some compost on top, but I will have this done in, again, no time flat. Compared to one bed that looks like this would take me like all day. It would basically be unplantable without something other than a tarp or glyphosate, some kind of herbicide. I will say this is one of my favorite parts of farming is getting the clean beds like this, especially with the tarp. Just nothing seems to beat it as far as I can tell. But just all this ready to go, ready to plant, just endless possibilities ahead, or lots of really healthy, mature vegetables coming up. I was about ready to spray neem oil on this trap crop since so many aphids are all over it. And look who is feasting today. If you can see it on the camera. Yeah, we got a ladybug. I don't want to scare it away. Hopefully eating all these things, but there's a lot. There's a lot of aphids. This is a trap crop right by the chicken coop, which works, and I want more of these ladybugs though eating them, so I don't have to spray neem oil or anything like that. All right. So I just went through and broad forked the 7 beds. It aerates the soil, it breaks up the dead pan, giving oxygen to roots, to soil life, and it makes the rows much clearer too. Another bonus, sure. I'm gonna add our organic natural amendments on next. That's azomite, which is crushed rock, and nature's organic all-purpose fertilizer, which is a mix of, it's like a feather meal, bone meal, blood meal, I think, something like that. Let's do that. So I didn't get any time-lapse videos, but I did try a slow motion video. Just walked with just a cup, added the azomite micronutrients. So we're in the middle of a bunch of storms here. I was able to get in finally my row of peppers, and on the end eggplant, and in the middle here cucumber. Although with the trays I seeded, I didn't realize I actually needed to seed more cucumbers, so I had to direct seed the rest of the cucumbers to fill the row. I have a plethora of peppers, eggplants, and tomatoes are gonna go here. I couldn't do that before thunder and lightning started last night though. I have all those. I did not realize that the cucumbers I was a little low on. So I just direct seeded into the ground. They grow really fast, so I'm not too worried about it. The direct seeds will honestly catch up with these seedlings probably in a few weeks time anyway. So from back of me you can see I put silage tarp, really thick, heavy tarp over the walkways and the sides of the beds here to help suppress weeds. They are growing very quickly with all the rain that we've been getting. So are the plants, which is great. If you can see, this is the eggplant row. Eggplants are looking fantastic. Then the tomato and basil. There's just, the weeds are coming in so strong. I have a couple more sections of the silage tarp that I cut off. I'm gonna put in between, like this walkway here, you can see those are all weeds coming in very quickly. I'm gonna put one there, and then in between the pepper and cucumber, again, some heavy weeds. Right, there you go. I'm gonna put another tarp there. Tomorrow, it's late now, I'm just about to get the kids to bed. Wow, look what we have here. Cucumbers are growing faster than I can keep up with right now. And more on the way. Oh, awesome. Just spotted our first cantaloupe, at least one that I've seen. Although, oh wait, as I'm shooting this, oh, look at this. So it's not growing vertically, but you know, you take what you get. You can see that is on the cantaloupe vine, yeah. As a cantaloupe, it'll be very delicious soon. So this blueberry bush is 3 or 4 years old, and it went through 2 kind of moves. Thought it died at least once, if not twice. Was in a container, transplanted it earlier this year. We are getting some nice fat blueberries on it, ripening nicely. Not bad for 3 years' work. Cucumbers are fully coming in, just the beginning of August. And this is what we're getting about per day, and only half the row is even producing because the other ones I direct seeded. So this is awesome, and lots more ahead. Our grapes are I mean, they're changing color. They are in. Look at this. These did great. We had some, I think it was chipmunks, eating them early, but drove them away. All right. It's funny how things can hide sometimes. Some big things too, but we got a nice sized watermelon growing here. As I'm just doing rounds. Another one over here behind the leaves. Nothing growing up really so far. It's also harder. Oh, here's one hanging. Smaller one hanging about 6 inches off the ground. Another one there. It's harder for plants to grow vertically because the water, the nutrients, they have to push farther up rather than staying on the ground level. And with watermelon, these tendrils here will become more roots if you leave them on the ground. So they take up more water, more nutrients. So I'm asking this watermelon plant to do something very difficult. It's doing a nice job. So we got 3 beds for the fall, or really for overwintering. Hooked up with overhead irrigation to keep them cool during August, as they're still just sprouting, germinating. That's carrots, beets, and the gourmet salad mix that we were growing in the spring. This is the first planting for the fall. Fall crops sprouting. We got carrots here. And if you look closely, this is the gourmet salad mix. Just starting to sprout. Eggplant is just starting to come in. Perfect timing. We will get these out before the end of September, which is estimated to be the first frost. Awesome. And here come the peppers. Just at the end of August, we are gonna have these for picking real soon. And that's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss any new videos from the Gently Grown Homestead. Thanks again. Be well and grow.